Namaste, everybody. I'm going to be explaining what internship means. So in some colleges, Ayurveda colleges call internship fellowship, residency, clinical, we call it internship. So what is an internship? Internship is an actual unit in our Ayurveda Counselor seminar. So we don't actually, start from A, B, C, D. If you're joining from wherever you're joining, you join the internship. We do actually have lectures for internship that includes ethics. What is your scope of practice? What are the HIPAA laws? We talk about forms, questionnaires. We encourage you to create your own forms. We help you with that. We prepare chikitsa protocols. Chikitsa means Ayurvedic treatment. Of course, Ayurveda is not allowed to treat anything. Think of it more as a support protocol for issues. We do biofeedback from nadi, tongue, face. We teach you how to do a follow-up. You should know, for example, what recipe or dosha pacifying diet to suggest to your clients. And the lecture aspect, you attend those lectures. And we also have pre-recorded lectures that you watch. And then we have internship has a practical aspect as well. So you basically observe it. So bulk of the internship, 80% of the internship is, you know, a practical aspect, whatever you have learned in the school. For example, application of Ayurvedic nutrition and cooking, daily routine, seasonal routine, nightly routine, use of kitchen herbs, use of biofeedback. You determine what dosha, subdosha is unbalanced, so you can help correct it. What dhatus or malas are imbalanced, dhatus are tissues, malas are waste. And then we help prepare protocols. So the lecture portion is 20 hours. There's a community service aspect, which is 5 hours, which we will explain to you later. There's a client observation and independent client counters. Client observation means simply that you're passive clients. And the term one, each term is 10 to 11 weeks. You are passive. Term two, you're passive. Term three, you start participating in class, maybe writing reports, maybe helping out. And if you're ready, you can start doing your independent client encounters in term three. If not, you can start in term four. By term five, you finish your independent client encounters and you also finish your community engagement. So the independent client encounters, you will not find the dates for it in our calendar because it's a private time between you, your client, and the teacher or a practitioner student assigned to you who's helping you. So that is not part of so if you're looking in the calendar for those dates, you won't find it. You'll only find the dates for the lectures and the client observation. Our calendar is mostly going to have dates for the live lectures and virtual labs. So there's a total of 50 client encounters. 25 client encounters, these are required by NAMA, that's a number that was set by them. 25 client encounters are done where you observe. In 2020 and 2021, they've moved online and everything's virtual via the Zoom and so on. All you do is you show up and you watch us. They can happen last Monday of the month, or Saturday, or some Thursdays. There again, sometimes there are no dates given, but we let you know in advance, especially if a student is, if you have a student A from another group who's presenting a client encounter or discussing it. So that Thursday evening is set by the student, not by us. So the dates for client encounters for the group encounters on Saturday and Monday are already on the calendar. By the second or third term, you move from client observations to start doing independent client encounters. Doesn't mean that once your 25 client encounters that you have watched with us every month, once they're over, you stop attending. No, you can still keep on attending because we may actually have more than 25 client over a period of 1 year who have signed up with us. We may, like last year, we had 29 or 28 clients in 1 year that we did observations for, and that is, that is not including follow-ups. If you include the follow-ups, we probably did closer to 33, but you will still get the the credit you only get for 25 because that's the number that has been set by NAMA. So we may actually exceed that. And then you're supposed to do 25 client encounters independently. You can do more than that, but we just need 25 client encounters. You basically see the client independently, and you set up a Zoom with them or Teams with them or Skype, whatever. You invite the teacher. And if the teacher is, you have 3 teachers, and the teacher comes in and is watching you. Sometimes if a teacher is not available, we may assign a practitioner student as well. If no one is available and you are completely ready to do a client encounter by yourself without any help, then you do it and you come back and discuss the client with us. So this independent client encounter is something you do in your own time, and you keep a record of this yourself. We don't keep a record of it. You keep a record of this one. We keep a record of everything else except this, because these are your clients. Now, the question is, what if you cannot find other people? You don't have enough. Maybe you live in a place where people don't know about Ayurveda, you cannot find anybody. Then you can divide yourselves into a group of 2 or 3, and you can do a collective client encounters. So I can assign a practitioner student to you, plus you can be 3 students, and you can maybe student 1's sister and student B's brother and student C's friend. So there's 3 people, and all of you, 3 clients, and all the 3 students get a credit for each of them. Or let's say you're a group of just 2 people, and each of you get 5 clients each. So that's 10 clients, and then you do follow-ups on them. That's 20, because follow-ups are also included. I will be explaining it later, and it does become clear because there's so much paperwork here as you go ahead, but I'll try to answer your questions. There's also externship for international students. We encourage it. If not, you can just do the virtual. Community engagement means you can teach an Ayurveda class online, you can serve a local temple, a church, you can teach some yoga, meditation, but there has to be an Ayurveda aspect to it. Our students have cooked khichdi in soup kitchens. They have set up kitchen spice samples. They've set up Ayurveda tables. They've done Earth Day things. They have done things for kids. Any kind of community engagement, 5 hours is encouraged. And then once you read it, you will see the code of conduct and what is needed. And this becomes clear as you go along.